Hi, I'm Slavic with iDrinkCoffee.com. Today I'll be presenting the Anfim Pratica commercial espresso grinder. Anfim is an Italian manufacturer that's based in Milan. And while they may not be as well known to the North American market, they're actually very well respected worldwide. In previous years, Anfim was very well known for their dosing grinders. They had what many consider to be the best doser in the world. It was actually very widely used by competing baristas in barista competitions all around the world, including the World Barista Championships. Today, grinders with dosers have largely fallen out of favor and they're not as widely used anymore. So Anfim has adapted and created a range of grind-on-demand products. And of course, the Pratica is one of those products. Anfim is now part of the Hemro Group, which is a group of grinder manufacturers that includes Mahlkönig, Dieting, Hey Cafe, and of course Anfim. And as I'll show you in just a few moments, the Pratica actually is a very similar, in fact, identical grinder to the Mahlkönig E65S. And while Anfim is actually an Italian company based in Milan, this grinder is made in Germany at the Mahlkönig facility. It's branded as an Anfim. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the different features of the Pratica. I'm going to show you how to program it, and then I'm going to try it out and make a shot of espresso. The Anfim Pratica features 65mm hardened steel burrs, and they're actually manufactured by Mahlkönig. It uses the same burr set as the Mahlkönig E65S. The grinder has a removable hopper that can actually be closed using the sliding door. You can just close that to prevent the coffee from coming out. It's 1.2 kilograms, although it can be fitted with a smaller 300-gram hopper. It's the same hopper that goes, again, on the E65S. It's the Mahlkönig hopper, does fit on this product. The hopper also has a neat lid here. You can see the lid comes off, but this little holder here, you can put a bag of coffee inside there so you can see what coffee you have inside your hopper. The grind adjustment on the Pratica is stepless, and I'm not going to change this because I do have this dialed in. But you go to the right to make your grind coarser. Higher numbers are coarser and lower numbers are of course finer, and we move that to set how fine we want our grind to be. Also at the back of the grinder there's a setting that you can lock your grind or unlock it, and that's maybe useful if you have your grind set and you don't want people to change it. You just put that in the lock position and it stays locked. Below that we have the screen, and this is how we interact with the grinder, how we change the different settings. You have your single, your double. Third setting is for continuous grinding. If you want to use the grinder manually, that will just work by pushing the trigger in, it will grind. When you pull the portafilter away, it will stop grinding. And then there's a fourth setting which has like a cup. If you want to grind into a dosing cup, you can of course do that as well. And all of these are set by time in intervals of 1/10 of a second. The way we change any of these settings is by pressing the knob twice. It goes into the menu, and the first option that we see is recipes. And here again, we can set each recipe, my single, my double, and I can set it to, for example, I have a 4.3 seconds. I can go to 4.4, 4.5, whatever. I'll leave it at 4.3 because I actually do have this dialed in. And if you like, you can actually also change the icon that's here. And you know, there's a couple of different settings. You have like a little basket, the single, double, continuous, whatever you like. You just set that to your personal preference. In the rest of the menu, we have a few different settings. You can change, of course, the language. You can see some statistics on the grinder. And what that entails is basically how many doses that you've, in the shot counter, you can see how many doses you've used. These can be reset. It's also a good way of keeping track of where your burrs are at and how much coffees you produce. It's a nice handy feature. It counts each particular dose. And I'm just going to get out of this and return to the normal menu. Below the screen we have the Chute, and again this is the same as on Mahlkönig. It comes right out. This is very handy if you need to clean the grinder. Of course, do unplug the grinder if you are going to be doing any cleaning. You don't want to accidentally turn it on. It could be dangerous. Any maintenance on any product should be done without power for safety, and this just goes right back inside just like that. And beneath the Chute, of course, are the portafilter forks, and these can be adjusted to your particular portafilter. So it supports a wide range of different portafilters, whether you use a La Marzocco, an E61, whatever the machine may be. You just adjust that using the screw here at the side, adjust the height to your particular portafilter. Alongside the Pratica, I'm using the La Marzocco Linea Mini in the beautiful Florentine green. And I'm going to switch this grinder back to the double shot because that's what I have it dialed in for. And the way we grind is we just push the trigger in. Now the grinder will grind when the trigger is pushed in and will stop when it's pulled out. And that's handy if I want to adjust my grinds a little bit, or kind of rattle my portafilter to settle the grinds and then resume grinding, which is kind of a neat feature. Or if you just want to grind the entire time, just leave the button pressed in throughout the entire grinding time. And again, that's 4.3 seconds for about an 18-gram dose, which is of course very fast. Put in my portafilter. And extract my espresso. You can see we're getting a nice shot of espresso. This is actually extracting a little bit on the fast side, so I would probably want to dial in my grind a little finer. But there you have it, nice shot of espresso that's ready to enjoy. Personally, what I love about the Anfim Pratica is the value that it offers. I think that dollar for dollar, this is one of the best commercial grinders that's available on the market today. The Anfim Pratica produces a fast and clean grind that will have you making specialty coffee drinks in your cafe or in your home for many years to come. If you have any questions about the Pratica or any one of our products, please feel free to reach out to idrinkcoffee.com. We're here to help. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos about coffee grinders, espresso machines, coffee machines, everything to do with coffee. Thank you for watching and have a great day.